Onivia, League of Legends highlights, powered by ArcaneBet.com. Bet live on esports.
Such a step down in lane priority for going Shen over the other options here, the 2v2. Yeah. It's not going to be great on the side of Sandbox. Waiting for the final pick here, Gangplank actually.
Challenge for this one. The patience is going to still be there as Mata makes first roam. And there's the body slam. Dove is going to have the inside track, but OnFleek still might have to get himself out. Actually decides to go aggressive as there's a headbutt onto Joker, trying to make sure that he doesn't get it. And that's going to be first blood going over to Dove. It's a complete disaster here in the Dragon Pit. 1-for-1 in the end, as Dove does have at least the Shroud for a moment, but has to flash in the end. Just running around, trying to get the map working in his favor, and Joker, I don't think this control ward's going to go down for free, is cleared, finds the body slam. Mart's actually flashing in a very weird way to try and get himself over to the other side. Not entirely sure what that was about. As now cleared, will be the first one to go down. OnFleek, very, very low, but still has 200 health to work with. Headbutt to safety here as Marta delivers OnFleek towards Teddy. I said safety, I was lying, but Sandbox still able to trade up elsewhere on the map.
And they're lucky that the experience bar isn't fuller because they've level 6 League, who finally got to play as Camille after 2 games of bans. This guy was the guy we originally thought was Jug King. We learned that was the young 17-year-old jungler.
Oh,
on down one, his mid lane's dead.
Yep, that is no longer a Khan. That is a death chamber. He's down to Davy Jones' locker. And that is not where you want your Pirate. All of these team fighting compositions with finesse. But this has not been finesse so far. 7 kills in the first 8 minutes, and they've been...
On the bottom side of the map, we're zooming out, just where OnFleek to the left of where he's standing. He's back mid lane, but there's a counter gank.
Yeah, Klid's going to come in, gets the boot back underneath the turret, but the Hextech ultimatum is there as Khan is going to be traded. A 1-for-1. You'll take that any day of the week as Joker, he's going to turn up, and they're going to shove this minion wave into the turret.
A trade kill, and it is on Akali, who sometimes doesn't take flash at all.
Yep, and Dove going to hop underneath this turret now, and Summit on the Aatrox and Dove on the Akali. It's pretty easy to dive anyone. And World Ender almost unnecessary as Summit's just going to use it to get his health back. Safely go to.
SKT feel more difficult to execute in a team fight, and when it's not a team fight, we have the piggyback system.
Yeah, looking for Faker, gets himself the taunt as there's the Infernal Chains, not going to pull him back, but the hook shot's going to stun him up, and see you later, Faker. You do not belong on the bottom side. Sandbox pick up the kill, and they've got 4 turret plates to get through down here. You didn't have a lot of expectation on your shoulders, SKT, with so much. They built this team to win. How this one's supposed to go. I read the script, and it was supposed to say undefeated SKT versus undefeated Griffin. It's looking like undefeated. Used to seeing SKT doing. It's what they've been very, very good since, I don't know, 2013, so incredibly early. Is cleared, has to go into the stopwatch, but that's just a see your death moment. OnFleek picks up the kill so easily. It's Teddy, you can't supercharge yourself out of this problem. Available, Khan wants to try and keep this minion wave in check so they don't lose out on too much, but half the health bar now on this Baron buff as Marta gets a decent pulverize, but has to use the ultimate so incredibly early. Khan has to run away, and Sandbox Gaming, they want to try and get something from it. They do manage to pick up the cow as Teddy takes a bit of damage off the back end, and Khan has to flash to get out.
It's onto the closest door a little bit here. Sandbox playing one lane for a bit too long. The Baron, to their credit at least, they're not too hard to the pain about that one.
Sweep there, but Faker not going to be worried about it. And SKT still, they look like they're hungry to try and find something. Teleport from Faker towards the bottom side. They want to get rid of Summit, but that's the special delivery on the Shen. And Khan might just be exploded. Summit trying to get that work done. Flashes forward. Khan trying to bait him in. The World Ender's there. They'll have to kill him twice. Now, make it 3 times with that GA, and Joker is in no man's land. Does get the kill, but look at this.
Meanwhile,
Sandbox, they don't care. They're just going to break open the base. They take down the top inhibitor turret. They'll take the top inhibitor. SKT, they've only lost on top of Khan, who answered it with his stopwatch. Now Khan actually going for a little bit more of the lethality build, as Joker might have been a little bit overextended, but can you be when you're this far ahead as Faker? Last hit of that Q from Summit could be a problem as Marta dives forward, trying to find the engagement they're looking for, but Teddy is being ripped apart and immediately taken out with the Hextech ultimatum from OnFleek. True shot barrage across everyone, and SKT, they tried, they went for it, but it is not enough, and Sandbox Gaming will be able to take Game 3 against the Dream Team. straight from Challenger, looking so damn good.
What a beautiful sandcastle made in this sandbox. It's looking pimp because they're going to beat SK Telecom T1 and inflict the first loss on the Dream Team at LCK level.
Yep, nothing that they can do. No one alive to defend this Nexus. It's a stand united onto Ghost and a stand united basically for this whole sandbox squad. Everyone doing what they needed to do from the early skirmishes to the rest of the game. Just didn't look like there was a way in for SKT, and you wanted to believe after what Griffin did yesterday. But we were waiting, and then the Nexus exploded.
Just feels like the last two drafts were not SKT tier.
We got to see
as
both
they
sides
were in
of
the
Zephyr.
past. The Draven that seemed pretty unaccountable. And then this particular game, they had last pick, but I want to more focus on the good that was done by Sandbox. They had Akali Aatrox. You have no idea what lane they're going, and